Mohammad Nalapad, the Karnataka Youth Congress chief, is with us live from Bengaluru on what has been a very, very aggressive day as far as protests are concerned. Nalapad, good to see you. Thanks for your time today. I know that your organization has been extremely busy mounting these protests today. Quite a few vehicles we saw being set on fire. That's been the level of anger you're saying today, Nalapad.
Yeah, 100%. That is the mood of the nation. That is the mood of the youngsters today across the country. They are only looking and imagining. Imagine what they have been doing. Now you're talking about they being questioning only, right? Let's talk about Assam Chief Minister, Bishwajit. Assam Chief Minister, he was in Congress, he had ED IT case. He went straight away to BJP and became the Chief Minister. No cases against him. What is BJP, a Ganga dip? Directly, this is called vendetta politics. The mood of the nation, the entire country, all the youngsters across the country are fuming in anger. Today, you are talking about burning couple of cars. The BJP is burning the entire constitution. What right that Baba Sahib Ambedkar has given us, the individuality to protest, the individuality to say what we feel like. But today you are curbing us. This is the present situation.
Is this protest going to continue, Nalapad? Because, talking about the specifics, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi's questioning has ended for today. It was just over 3 hours. Keeping in view her health as well, I'm sure that was taken into account. She's been summoned back on July the 25th.
Even 3 minutes is not acceptable, Shiv.
Yes.
See, even 3 minutes is not acceptable.
Yes.
Here, she is not an individual. She represents a party, the party that brought freedom to this country. And what is PMLA here, Shiv? I want to ask, where is the transaction of money? Where is the ED's job role in this? There is no role of ED. There is no FIR being registered. But when it is a Congress leader or the president of the Congress, you need to send ED. You need to send IT. What kind of politics is this? Is this the real democracy we are living in? Are we in a democracy? I'm having my doubts. In the last 60-65 years, we have never seen this kind of politics. But in the last 8 years, they are using ED and IT as if it is an election machine. It is not an organization to do real job. They are only here to target politicians of the opposition party. Across party lines today, all the opposition single-handedly stood with Mrs. Gandhi. That is because everybody is feeling the brunt.
Do you think that this could become a unifying sort of force, Nalapad, for the opposition? We did see many of the opposition parties, not the Trinamool, but many of the opposition parties actually coming out. They didn't come out in a big way for Rahul Gandhi, but for Sonia Gandhi, they've come out in a very big way. Do you think this could be a unifying force as far as the opposition is concerned?
See, she is the head of UPA. She is the chairperson of the UPA. So it is not something that they are doing out of a favor. It is reality. What is happening is unfair. The constitution, the way our country is supposed to be run, it is not being run in that format. You are talking about burning a couple of cars. Let me come back and remind you when Modi ji was questioned in the Roy's case, the entire Gujarat was burnt down. Now, what is there? The anger and the mood of the people is as such that you are targeting our leaders in such a way. If we do not show our anger somewhere, where will we go? I am frustrated. Today I'm honestly in the verge of tears because Sonia Gandhi is a leader who 2 times, not once, 2 times gave up the post of Prime Minister. If she was a lady who was behind power or if she was a lady who was behind money, do you think they would have done that? If she was something, even 10% like a Modi or an Amit Shah, would she even do that? She is a great woman, and the effort and the energy she's taken into building this party, I am grateful to having such a leader.
She's been summoned back on July the 25th, Nalapad, most likely. The BJP says, the government and the BJP are basically saying that the Congress, if it has nothing to hide, then why does it fear due process, and that these protests are unwarranted? Because if there is nothing to hide, then why not just go through the process instead of labeling it as revenge politics and vendetta politics. How would you respond to that? Because the anger that has been demonstrated
sir,
is widespread, like you rightly said.
See, I just want to request you to try to understand the situation.
Yeah.
EDIT is not anyone's property, or it is not a missionary of BJP. Okay? It is purely supposed to be run to do fair fact checking. Now, when we are talking about ED or PMLA, there has to be a transaction. A1, there has to be a transaction in which there is money involved, or there has to be a sale of a product. Not 1 inch or not 1 paisa of our Young India or of National Herald is being sold. The organization that was, it is a Congress party's organization. They kept it in a format so that the organization couldn't run. But today you are trying to say that our leaders have tried to embezzle money out of it. What kind of buzzard thing is this? So ED, let them do their job, but this is not their job. There's no transaction of financial transaction or trace of money. There's no trace of money. So when this is the situation, you doing this is purely vendetta politics, right? What role does ED have in this? ED has, suppose you are summoning for 3 hours and let go, again you are calling, you are saying, right? Even 1 minute they are not supposed to do it. Just because she is the head of Congress party, you are doing this. You are trying to push down the Congress party. You are trying to fear us. You think this is going to keep us down? I don't think so. The youth of the nation are with the Congress party, and we will voice it out loud and clear.
Nalapad, just a last couple of questions. Since you head the Karnataka Youth Congress, there are elections coming up next year, in Karnataka as well. But I hear your anger and I hear your frustration. What is the mood like? This may seem like a silly question given the images that we're seeing, but you're the boss of all these young, Congress members in Karnataka and elsewhere. What is the mood? What are they telling you?
See, honestly speaking, from the last 3 days, I've been getting calls from across the state. And they've been only telling me one thing: sir, we want to do something. We are in anger. We want to express our anger. I've been only telling them to hold back, not to do this. Let's go in the democratic way. Let's fight this. Let's protest. But the anger that has been built up, I don't know. Today now, this was just the beginning at what happened today. And 25th, what might happen, I don't know. I really don't know. The people are angry. The youngsters are angry. The youth of Karnataka are angry, not just the youth Congress workers. Even a common youngster, even a common youth of this country is angry.
Are these protests going to continue, Nalapad? Because, the questioning doesn't appear to be
tomorrow
on a track
across
of
the state district. See, tomorrow across the state in every district headquarters there's going to be a massive protest. Again, if they call her on 25th, it is going to be a massive protest again in Karnataka. I can vouch for this and say that this will not stop unless you stop the vendetta politics. I, with folded hands, request the BJP government to stop such kind of vendetta politics. Please let ED and IT do their job naturally, than using them as an election weapon. Because Rahul Gandhi said he's going to do a Bharat Jodo Yatra, you're questioning him, you're summoning him, you're threatening us, you think that we're going to back down? You're going to watch a spectacular when Rahul Gandhi starts walking. You're going to see how thousands of youngsters are going to come out and join Rahul Gandhi. We believe in the idea of Congress, we believe in Rahul Gandhi and his leadership, we believe in the Congress party. And today you're trying to attack the Gandhi family. Next, who you're going to do? Everybody you can do. We all are ready. I am ready to be arrested even today. Put me behind bars, I don't care. But we will voice out, we will fight, we will stand with the people of the country.
On a completely separate note, Nalapad, and this is my final question, do you think something like this, has the potential, or do you sense it, of reviving, galvanizing, strengthening the Congress as it goes into another big election season? Because the Congress has had a lot of problems electorally speaking. Do you think this has the potential to be a kind of turning point for the Congress party?
See, I don't think there is require of a major revival of the party. See, Congress party has cadres from down to upward. We just need to re-energize them and move them forward. And I think BJP, by trying to think that they are doing this to scare us, they are doing the job of re-energizing us. We are going to come out stronger than before. You're going to see the results of all this in 23 elections. And out of the topic, I just want to ask you, what are they trying to do with the GST? GST is not supposed to be done like this. It is just Gabbar Singh tax. They put a 5% tax on goddamn milk here and curd. They are talking digital India on checkbooks. The checkbook that is going to turn digital India, 18% tax. What are they trying to do? Who are they? Now, when you're saying GST, even a person that has 10,000 rupees salary or 100 crore rupees salary, he still has to pay the same amount of GST. So what are they doing? They're pickpocketing from the common people. And they're collecting these taxes and not even giving it back to the states. The people who are paying the taxes are not even benefiting from that. This is the kind of governance they're doing. You take Agnipath, you take anything. 2 crore job promises. As a youngster today, I'm worried about the youth of Karnataka. We have 1.25 crore youngsters in Karnataka and nobody has a job. I've been rallying around Karnataka and I see every single youngster who comes and says, get me a job. Anna, please get me a job. This is the kind of request we are getting. And I'm helpless because this BJP government doesn't seem to understand the requirements. They only think by doing ED, IT on Congress leaders and the opposition leaders, they're going to win elections. I don't think so. The mood of the people is changed and the country wants a change. They do not want this dictatorship.
Mohammed Nalapad, pleasure. Thank you very much for speaking to us here on India Today. Thanks very much.